Hello, beautiful people. Have to say good afternoon. It's not morning. Um, Sitting here waiting for my daughter to get off the train. Looking forward to seeing her. I haven't seen her for a couple of days, but as long as I hear from her, I know that she's okay. Um, it's a beautiful place to be in when you know that you live off of love and not off of sympathy, um, not off of anyone thinking they have to feel sorry for you or you wanting anyone to feel sorry for you. Just understanding the struggle, accepting one another, loving on each other, being grateful, knowing that you have somebody or to love, and knowing that, I mean, they're not necessarily saying that they make you, but it's always a good thing to know that you're in relationships with people not out of sympathy. Empathy, if you're an empathetic person, I'm an empathetic person. I can feel other people's pains. I can understand when they're going through something. I do feel it. I can feel a person's spirit when they're downtrodden and when they're feeling really bad. That's just a gift that the Lord has given me since I was a little girl. And so that's a good thing. But for someone to think that they have to feel sorry for you to be in a relationship with you, or you to feel like somebody need to feel sorry for you to be in a relationship with you, that's very unhealthy. So operating out of love, respect, acceptance of one another, supporting each other as you can, when you can, how you can. It doesn't mean you have to go over top, but whatever you can do is good enough, because what I've come to the place of knowing that whatever I can do is what I can do and it's good enough. And if the next person doesn't appreciate it, then I can't say anything about that. I appreciate any and everything that anyone does for me. And I no longer need to get things off of my chest. I don't think that I was doing it for sympathy purposes. It might have turned into that at one point and it was unfair to the next person. But I no longer have to get things off my chest because I have to get things off my chest. And I've been holding them in for so long. Thank God the Lord has surrounded me with some people one gentleman, he's a pastor. He's actually a pastor. And I was met with him maybe 5 or 6 times. And I was able to really address some deep hurt rooted things. And it was just, that platonic relationship where you're in a person's life for this purpose, and that feels good. Just like it's like counseling. And he was a semi mentor for me. He was a sounding board for me to release some stuff, and I'm grateful for that. When we get into relationships because we want somebody to feel sorry for us, or vice versa, we want to feel sorry for someone, or we want, the only way this relationship is going to be is if I can always dump my garbage on you, is very unhealthy. And when you dump your garbage on people all the time and they want to love you from a different place, it causes them to move away from you. So be careful about that. If you have mental health issues, and mental health is a serious, serious thing to be dealing with. And it starts off very small, and sometimes it is a buildup. It's just not sometimes, it's a buildup. Normally it's a buildup of things that has happened repeatedly in the past. You were victimized, and you've become a victim to someone, so automatically you make yourself a victim, or you think that you are just a victim. You stay in that victimized mentality, or just the opposite. You have been victimized by others, and it's hard to come out of it, and you don't trust, you suppress, you hold things in, you don't let things out. The next thing you know, it's coming out in ways that it shouldn't. So that is definitely a serious issue, and I think we all should have mentors. We all should have sounding boards. We all should have people who are just mutual relationships that we can just dump our garbage on, and they know that it's not internalized. They dump it off somewhere else, and they're healthy because they have a mentor, or they have someone that they can let go of things that they have been through as well. So, well, just to get back to, don't need anybody to feel sorry for me. Just love on me. That's all. That's all I want, is just love, because I'm going to love on somebody else. In spite of what I have been through, I know who I am. I know where I'm at in life. I know what I want to do. I know what I'm never going to do ever again. I know how to navigate life without me taking things personal, without me taking other people's things personal. And it's not because anyway, I have just learned, and I'm grateful more than anything. So be blessed, everyone. If you have issues that you need to deal with, don't bring somebody in your life. If you haven't allowed yourself to get a neutral party, a neutral party that knows how to deal with allowing you to dump your garbage. It's very, very important that we all have that in our lives so that we can grow up healthy. I remember reading a long time ago on the side of a daycare center, it says it's best to build up a child than to repair an adult. And that's what we have to do. Even if we have to be repaired, it's best for us to make sure we get repaired. But do it the right way. Don't do it just with anybody who comes in your life, because it's overwhelming. It can really cause a person not to want you to be around, even if they wanted you to be around, and vice versa. You not want to be around someone even if you wanted them to be around. So be blessed. Get the help you need, the counseling you need, and be awesome. Subscribe.